And for the next fight on the card, we got Manon Fiorot, 6-1, coming in against the late replacement Tabatha Ricci, 5-0, the Brazilian. So for this one here, we got for Manon, she is 31 years old, 5'7", 66-inch reach. For Tabatha, she's 26 years old, 5'1", so there's a significant height advantage for Manon there, and a 62-inch reach. For Manon, she's five of her 6 wins come by knockout. She does keep her distance with those side kicks. She has good movement. She had a nice little run with the UAE Warriors. Lost to Bellator's Leah McCourt over in LFA. But outside of the McCourt, I mean, she hasn't had huge competition. She has that karate, kickboxing background. Get ready to hear a lot of the ha, ha, ha all fight long. And then on the other side with Ricci, the jiu-jitsu practitioner, coming off of 3 wins in LFA. I'm going to pass this over to my partner to get a little more in depth with her. But this should be a good fight. I like Fiorot. I don't know much about Tabatha, but I do hear good things.
Yeah, so man, I got a bone to pick with that one, the ha thing. But this woman, when she actually lands though, she hurts her opponents. So I don't think she's necessarily a point fighter like that, like Chukagian or anything. But yeah, no, I'm actually a Fiorot fan, man. When I taped her last fight against Victoria Leonardo, and she was coming off a great win in the Contender Series, I immediately knew that this girl is for real, man. And even in the fight when she came in, she just looked totally focused, totally zoned in, and she looked like this is where she wanted to be. So I'm all in on Fiorot as a fighter. Yeah, man, like you mentioned, her loss to Leah McCourt, that was her pro debut as well, and she's rattled off 6 wins straight since then. So, man, the sky's the limit on this girl, and she's 31 years old, so she's coming into her prime as of right now. She does have a kickboxing background, so this 6-1 record, doesn't reflect her, full athletic competition, history and whatnot. But the comeback on Tabatha, 5-0, like you said, she's 26 years old. She's stepping up in weight here. She's normally fights at 115, and she just fought about 6 weeks ago. She fought in LFA and had a first round knockout, I believe, and she looked great. I'm sorry, second round knockout. She looked great. And before that, she had a armbar against Vanessa Grimes. I did watch that one as well. But before that, man, there's not a lot of tape. Like I said, she's 5-0, but she is a great jiu-jitsu player. And that is something that Fiorot, I would think she would want to look out for. But some of the girls that Fiorot's fought, they were belted as well. I don't know how high that belt is. Like our boy Nick and Nate says, like, who the fuck gave you your black belt? Because we all know that shit's not equal to everybody. So Ricci is the real deal when it comes to jiu-jitsu. So it could be very dangerous if Fiorot looks to, follow her down to the ground and, try to advance striking and whatnot. She could get armbarred, dude, so that's something that we would definitely want to stay away from. But outside of that, long shot, this is Fiorot all day. This is pretty much the most confident pick on the card already. And it's short replacement. So.
Yeah, short replacement. They have Fiorot at minus 480, so obviously the odds makers, giving her a big favorite on here. But for Tabatha, plus 355, which that is not bad to take a stab out for. She's an unknown. We know she's a jiu-jitsu fighter fighting a striker. If this fight does it up on the floor, she has a path to
smaller
victory.
girl of 115 coming up to 125.
Yeah. Oh, and 5'1" to 5'7" as well. So she's a tight,
tiny.
She's all the way around.
You're better if you think Ricci has any shot. You're better off just betting that submission probably, because that's the only way she's gonna win.
All right. So, but as far as pure pick, definitely going Fiorot on this one.